Hello pool players, I want to share with you something that was very shocking, something I just discovered. We're going to be doing a comparison on my Z3 Predator shaft, maple shaft, to two Jacoby carbon fiber shafts, the V3 and V4. Without further ado, let's compare. So let me set up my first test scenario for you guys. I'm using what's called the tunnel trainer. Very narrow opening. I'm going to be using maximum side spin on this cue ball to measure the deflection rate with this Z3 shaft. The nice thing about the Z3, I can aim right at the opening. With the right side spin, typically on any shaft, you're going to get a left squirt. But like I say, the Z3 is almost spot on. I want to hit that far rail, hit the side rail, and have the cue ball come all the way down to here. And the reason I want that is because I want to test these three shafts while hitting at the same speed. Not only the same spin, but the same speed. So let's see if I can get it to go through here. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at my test shots from the other night. Once again, I'm aiming right at the opening here. Max right side spin. And that is perfect. Perfect. I like to see a good 4 or 5 inches past. I'm about 6 inches past here, and that is perfect because I want that optimal speed for when I'm shooting an actual shot, but I also want to have that same shot when I do my testing, which you'll see right now. So let's take a look. My first test was with my Z3 shaft. Now I shot about 100 times through this opening, and what you'll find when you guys try to do this, if you decide to buy one of these tunnel trainers, is you'll have to shoot this several times, and all of a sudden you'll start to really see the shot, and you'll go through this thing many times without even clipping it. And to reiterate what I said earlier, try to create the same spin rate and speed so that the cue ball comes all the way back to you. After shooting with my Z3 shaft, I then shot with my sparring partner Gary's V3 shaft. Note here how the right side spin squirts the cue ball to the left, which moved the tunnel trainer slightly in that direction. The reason this occurred is because I'm aiming right at the center of the opening like I was with my Z3 shaft, but there is just a slight amount of deflection or squirt on the cue ball. There, I made an adjustment, and I actually hit the tunnel trainer on the opposite side because I overcompensated. Like with any shaft, you need to know the aim point based on the spin and squirt on the cue ball. So by gravitating over, I was able to finally be able to put my cue ball through the opening without contacting it. This is why it's so important for players to stick with a cue for a long period of time. What's taking place when you're learning a cue is you're conditioning your mind to see the aim point based on the speed and the spin that you're applying on the cue ball. You're trying to learn the squirt rate and how to compensate for that, and this takes time for you to gather that information in your mind. And just like with my Z3 shaft, I shot this V3 about 100 times through the opening. So as you can see, I was able to finally navigate through the opening without touching it, as I was able to acclimate my mind's eye to the aim point. After shooting with the V3, now it's time to shoot with the V4 shaft. And here I barely grazed the tunnel trainer as I shot my first shot. And just like the aim point with the Z3 shaft, when I switched over to the V3, I'm trying to shoot this V4 through the opening based on the V3 alignment. So what I found is there is a difference between the V3 and the V4 shaft, so I needed to train my mind's eye for the aim point based on a slight difference in deflection between each shaft. And to reiterate, I'm trying to match up my speed with the spin I'm applying on my cue ball. And I'm feeling very happy with the speed that I'm seeing as it's coming back to the far cushion with the right pace. I must say, I'm really liking this tunnel trainer. It's going to be a great tool for those of you who are working on your stroke, not just to check out squirt on a shaft. My next test is by shooting a ball that's frozen to the cushion where we go rail first. If you don't have the tunnel trainer, this is a great way to check deflection on your shaft versus another. I began this test session with my Z3 shaft. And now it's time to shoot the Jacoby carbon fiber shafts. In this case, I already know the aim point and how to compensate based on using the tunnel trainer, and I've already made success right away on pocketing these shots because I know the deflection. So what I'm doing here is I'm aiming not exactly at the spot I'm trying to hit. I'm aiming at the ball slightly and letting the cue ball squirt to my left so that I can hit rail first and clip the ball into the corner pocket. And now it's time for what I think is my ultimate test. I call this the Efren shot, where I use a drag stroke and I use low outside on a very thin cut to try to cut the ball into a pocket. And like with my other two tests, I'm starting out with my Z3 shaft. And with this attempt, you're going to see that I overcut it just slightly. And here my aim point was perfect. And like with my first tunnel trainer tests, I made several shots with my Z3 shaft to acclimate my eye so I could recognize the difference in squirt based on the shots I'm about to take with the Jacoby 3 and 4 shafts. Another thing I did is I switched and shot to the opposite corner. The shot becomes quite different when we shoot from one side of the table to the other. And finally, I shoot with both the Jacoby 3 and 4 shafts on this thin cut shot. So what is the result of my testing? Compared to my Predator Z3 shaft, the Jacoby carbon fiber V3 and V4, although both shafts have more deflection, I was pleasantly surprised to see how little it really was. So if someone were to ask me what would be a good carbon fiber shaft, I would recommend the Jacoby V series, as they are very low deflection shafts. If you found this video to be helpful, please share this with others. It not only helps players decide on which carbon fiber shaft to go with, you're also helping this video reach a wider audience and help my channel grow at the same time. Also, please take the time to visit ronthepoolstudent.com, and if you want to support the channel, please pick up some of our merch. And if you want to see another informative tutorial, watch this one right here. And until next time, like I always say, keep on practicing.